All right, welcome to The Explainer. In the wine world, we're always chasing the big, famous names, right? But today, we're doing something different. We're going on a hunt for a treasure that was almost lost to time, a Roman grape with this incredible story of resilience.
I mean, just think about that for a second. With all the thousands of wines out there, what if one of the most compelling stories belongs to a grape that you've never even heard of? And, well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. A story of history, passion, and an amazing comeback.
So, where are we headed? We're taking a trip to the Lazio region, just a little south of Rome, to a place called Cori, nestled in the Lepini Hills. And that's where we meet our star, the Nero Buono grape.
Okay, so our story kicks off with a grape whose name, get this, literally means good black. And its origins? A little mysterious, which is always fun, but some folks think its roots could stretch all the way back to ancient Roman times.
This grape really found its perfect home here. It's a variety that became totally connected to the volcanic soils and the warm Mediterranean climate of this historic area. It basically became the hidden soul of the place. But like a lot of these ancient treasures, Nero Buono almost completely disappeared. Back in the 20th century, winemakers were more interested in grapes that could produce huge quantities, and this unique variety, well, it just got pushed aside, practically forgotten.
And this timeline, wow, it really lays out the whole dramatic story. From maybe having ancient Roman roots, it kind of fades into the background in the 20th century, mostly just used to add a little color to other wines. But then, a turning point. A few visionary producers started a rescue mission, which all leads to this huge milestone in 2010, getting its official DOC Kojimori status, a real mark of quality.
And let's be clear, this revival was no accident. This was a totally dedicated effort by local producers and researchers who saw something special in this grape and just refused to let its story die.
So yeah, 2010, that was the year. When that DOC Cori was created, it was way more than just a fancy label. It was basically a declaration, right? A promise to protect the unique character of this grape and put it back on the map for good.
Okay, so what is it that makes this grape so special? Well, the answer really starts from the ground up, with this idea the wine world calls terroir. So terroir, it's basically the unique fingerprint a place leaves on a wine. Simple as that. And for Nero Buono, man, that fingerprint is super distinct, shaped by a pretty fascinating mix of natural factors.
Now this story gets really cool, because you can literally taste the soil in the wine. So you've got this volcanic stuff, right? That's where you get that minerality, those spicy notes. Then the clay, that gives it backbone and structure. And the limestone adds this fantastic acidity and elegance. It's a perfect recipe.
And it's not just what's under the ground. The climate here is like this perfect dance between two partners. You have these cooling sea breezes that keep things from getting too hot in the summer, but then the mountains act like a shield protecting the vines from cold winds. It all comes together to create this perfect little bubble, this ideal microclimate.
But listen, having great land is just the starting line, right? It takes some serious skill, both in the vineyard and in the winery, to turn all that potential into a victory in the bottle.
And that all starts out in the vineyard. The winemakers here are just meticulous. They use specific pruning techniques to focus the vine's energy, and here's the crucial part. They limit how many grapes each vine grows. This isn't about making tons of wine, it's about packing all that incredible flavor into just a few perfect grapes.
But, okay, beyond all that careful technique, a lot of the winemakers are tapping into something a bit more primal, a little wilder, to really let the grape's true soul shine.
And here's the secret sauce. Instead of adding in lab-made yeasts, they're letting the wild yeasts that are already on the grape skins do all the heavy lifting for fermentation. What does that do? It lets the wine tell the truest story it possibly can about that specific place in that specific year. All right, so after this whole incredible journey, from almost being wiped out to being crafted with so much care, what's the payoff? Like, what are you actually going to get in your glass? What does Nero Buono actually taste like? And this is what's so cool. You can see just how versatile this grape is. It's got like two completely different personalities. When it's young, it's all about that fresh, vibrant fruit. Think cherry, raspberry, a little bit of black pepper. But give it some time, let it age, and it totally transforms. It gets deeper, more complex, with blackberry, licorice, and these incredible velvety tannins. It's seriously like getting two amazing wines from the exact same grape.
Oh, and you better believe it, it's an amazing food wine. That bright acidity is just perfect for cutting through those rich, classic Roman dishes like amatriciana or carbonara. It's a perfect match for lamb, and it can totally stand up to a strong cheese like pecorino. So good.
So Nero Buono is back. It's made this triumphant return. But its story? Oh, it is far from over. The next chapter is all about taking this local gem and putting it on the world stage.
And honestly, the timing couldn't be more perfect for its big debut. Think about it. We're all looking for something different these days, right? We want wines that are authentic, wines with a real story. We want to try these unique, native grapes. And Nero Buono is like the poster child for this whole trend.
So, what's the big challenge? It's taking it from being a local secret to a global star. And the key to that isn't just what's in the bottle. It's sharing that incredible story of survival, of passion, and of just undeniable quality.
Which leaves us with one last question to chew on. Next time you're looking for a bottle of wine, remember this story. Remember Nero Buono. It's just such a great reminder that sometimes the best treasures are the ones we almost lost, the ones that are just waiting to be rediscovered. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer.